It's Katie Simpson here, and I wonder whether you would like to go live with professionalism, peace of mind, and got it all under control, and it only takes you half an hour to get settled and ready to go live. I'm Katie Simpson, as I said, so welcome to my replay viewers, and hi to anyone who's live at the moment. So do tell me, have you gone live? And if so, when was your last live? Let me know in the comments. So have you gone live? And if so, when was your last live? So we are talking about how to prep for your videos in only half an hour. So this is a problem that can cause a great deal of overwhelm in many people. So if it does with you, you are not alone. Lovely to see you guys here. So you are not alone if it takes you ages, and things can become blocks to you getting live and connecting with your ideal clients. Connection is so important, and it's one of my words for 2021. I think that's the year we're in at the moment, isn't it? So let me know how you are. And Facebook user, it's lovely to see you here. You've never gone live, so let Restream just click that link in the comments that says allow your name, and then I can see who you are. So you've never gone live yet. Hopefully with our encouragement here you will, and you'll get to love it, and you'll make some best friends on there. So Wendy is here. Lovely to see you, Wendy. Wendy's always so lovely, and what she says, calling me beautiful. That's really lovely, Wendy. And Wendy is showing me her name. I can see you, Wendy. I can see you because you've come onto Restream before. And Wendy has a show weekly on Wednesdays, which is great fun. So I'd encourage you all to watch it. I've missed her last one, actually. I need to see that. So yes, let me know if you can see me now, whether you're watching the replay or live. Have you ever gone live, and when was your last live if you have? So if you haven't, what have been various blocks that are stopping you from going live? So we're talking today about this major block that many of us have, about trying to get set up and remembering. So I'm going to go through in the next half an hour or so some major blocks. If you stay to the end, then I have a freebie for you that's going to be really helpful. I've taken quite a while to prepare it, and it's not only beautiful, but it's going to be a really helpful checklist for you. So stay to the end if you would like that freebie to help you just get over the overwhelm and just go live. So I'm going to focus on 5 different things to help you go live with confidence, to avoid little mistakes that can happen on lives. Now, live video is great for mistakes. We all actually love them. We love it when something goes wrong. We like to get to know people being authentically them. But if you've got mistakes happening all the time, it can be off-putting. And some of our videos, we want them to be really as professional as we can. Maybe it's going to be a video for your sales page or something like that. Now, I just have to give a little disclaimer, if that's the right word. My little doggy may bark during this session. I have got a high quality microphone, which is a little tip, by the way. It really helps if you are homeschooling or whatever. So I would really recommend that, guys. So anyway, let's bring this back, what we're talking about today, onto the screen. So I'm going to focus on 5 things. They are prepping your content, Excuse me if I'm looking slightly to the side. This is actually one of the things I'm going to be just mentioning today. Prepping your look, prepping your surroundings, prepping your tech, and prepping mentally. All these things are really, really helpful for things to concentrate and think about what you need to prepare for your lives. So the most important thing for your lives is having some content, having some really great content that's going to speak to your audience. So there's quite a number of things we can talk about in this. So if you have something that is not too complicated, it's going to give them a fairly quick win, that is ideal. And if it's got 3 or 4 main points that you're going to talk about, even if your live's really short, you can still have a couple of points. So think about something that can give them a quite a quick win that's not too in-depth, and start prepping your content. So what you need to do is boil down to a hook that you can have in the description and of your live, and in the beginning you just mention that as well to hook people in. Then you need to have a bit of a story, so you know, whatever that is to do with your topic, and then you need to add an offer in there as well. So I would recommend that you start with your hook. You just introduce what you're going to be talking about saying about yourself, or one of your ideal clients and how they were really helped by using this, whatever your information that you've got. Then go into your 3 or 4 points, and then make an offer at the end. So also I talk about calls to action. So I'm going to get on that in a minute. So have a think about your objective, and have a think about what your overall objective is for the next month, next 3 months, and the year, and fit in that objective within that. Also, you could fit it in with the season and any special days that there are at the moment, or anything that's going on in the world at the moment. So you could make it all topical like that too. So have something that's really going to hook them in and gives them quite a quick win. Yeah, and then write out your notes. You don't have to write them out. I would keep them quite close to you and as close to the camera as you can. I'm going to sort of sort myself out a slightly better way so that I'm not looking down and to the side. You can do that as long as you're not doing it all the time. You need to really focus on your audience all the time. So what I've got is a clipboard with my notes here, my sort of bullet points, what I'm going through, my hook, my introduction, my call to action, and the offer. So if I just quickly discuss the call to action and the offer, they are separate things. It's good to have them as separate things. So it's nice for your audience if you just give them something to do. So just say to them, say hi, tell me where you're tuning in from, or something like that, or hashtag replay if you're seeing the replay. Just give them some simple little things to do. Don't ask them a really complicated question to post in the comments. But it's nice at least 2 times in your video, depending how long your video is, just to say, just put a 1 in the comments if you feel blah, blah, if you're ever done. That's really nice as little simple calls to action in engaging your audience. An offer is like the thing that I mentioned at the beginning of my video. So you can mention it at the beginning, middle, and end. And it's something you need to give them a specific way to get your offer. So it can be a freebie, it can be a paid offer. Just make it really specific about what they have to do to get that offer, and obviously how it's going to help them. So that's the difference between calls to action and offers. And if you get my live video run of play template, that really helps you just to break things down easily. It's like if you've ever done teaching, it's like a lesson plan. It's just a plan out of helping you to remember. You need to do your 3 points, you need to introduce it like that, and it's just really helpful for people. So that is prepping your content. So all this is in the freebie, which if you stay to the end, I will let you know about that. So prepping your look, secondly. So by the way, before I finish prepping your content, I would recommend that you spend about half an hour well before you prepare for your actual video, because this is so fundamental and so sort of obvious. Spend half an hour doing that. Right, the next things that I'm going to talk about are how to actually get ready, set up for your live video. So this is the section where you can do this in half an hour or under. Right, so let's have a think about prepping your look. So you need to think about, what is your objective in your video? What is the whole feel and atmosphere to it? So today I'm in a hoodie made by the wonderful company Ecamm Live. I have their software. It's brilliant for going live. I really recommend it. They're only for Macs and MacBooks, but it is really, really good. What I'm using today, by the way, is Restream, and I have the Pro version. So anyway, have a think about, what is it? Is it a white collar? You know, you need to be wearing something really smart for like a sort of interview or a sales page. Is it more of getting on one side, having a bit of a laugh and a giggle? So think about that, your objective. Think about your branding as well. So branding colors, branding style, branding themes. One of the themes that I have is a bit of sparkle and a bit of bubbles and pink and purple and blue colors in there. I've got a little bit more branding in my background with a microphone here, and up here and here is the sort of wellness and helping you to make your skin look fantastic on live video. So always great to use a plant as well. So think about your style, your branding colors, your objective, what you need to get. So get some clothing together, which is great for your live videos. So clothing that is the right sort of color and style for your brand, for what you want to get across. And just put them in one section of your wardrobe, and then you can just grab really quickly. Other tips, I've got another video on what looks great on live video, so I'd really recommend you watch that, because that's all about colors and actual styles that pop on video. Some things just look terrible on video, even if they really suit you and look fantastic in real life. On video, they just look awful. So there are certain things that you need to be aware of. So I'd watch that, and I'd just get a few tops and accessories together and put them at the end of your wardrobe so you can just grab. So you only need to take about 5 minutes to get ready with your clothing. Then we need to think about your skin. So really look after your skin. I know a lot about this as a beauty therapist, so really give it a good cleanse, and it will make your face shine in a really good way. We need to prep your teeth. Just check I haven't got any lipstick on my teeth. So check that sort of thing. For you ladies, a little bit of prep of your makeup. You only need to spend 5 minutes, and I'm going to be doing a video training on spending 5 minutes to get a great makeup look that looks good on video. But if you want to have that little bit of an edge, you want to help people to focus on your lips and your eyes, and to come across as bit more polished, and also it can make you feel so much better as well. So that's all part of it as well. So you only need to spend 5 minutes on your makeup, and prepping your face just takes like 3 minutes maximum. And do your hair as well. So I just quickly brushed my hair, and just pulled it to one side a little bit. So I have quite frizzy hair, so I use just a serum, an oil, argan oil actually I use on my hair, which is a really natural organic one, which suits my branding and everything as being natural and organic. So just something that keeps it off your face, helps people to focus on your eyes, is fantastic. So let me know, guys, if anything is ringing a bell with you and helping you so far. So you could just put yes or no, and anything that would help you a bit more as well, if you just put that in the comments. So hopefully this is helpful. Let me know in the comments. Right. So that is all about prepping your look. I did just mention tiny bit accessories. Bigger and bolder makes you look, can anyway, if it's the right sort, can really make you look more professional, more got together, more corporate in a way. But so think about accessories, because they can really, really help you. Oh, Laverne, I'm just going to put her lovely comment. Thank you so much. Lovely to see you here, and welcome to our lovely community. That's really nice. And our Facebook user is Rach. Hey, lovely to see you here as well. So I hope this is all ringing some bells with you, and stay to the end for the freebie. So we're now on to number 3, prepping your surroundings. Now, a lot of us get really bogged down in this. One of the things about your surroundings is your backdrop. What is behind you within the frame, the video frame. So it's good to have some things that are your branding, colors, your style. Keep it simple though, guys. Keep it simple, and try not to have things that are too confusing, sort of laying on top of each other. That can just add a little bit of confusion. It's wonderful if you have a mirrorless camera, which is like a DSLR camera, excuse me, but just lighter weight. Mirrorless cameras are brilliant, because if you've got a really good lens on them as well, they can add that lovely blurry background that people get, you know, on those YouTube videos that you've seen. So that can actually help sort of blur out things to really focus on you. I've got a Logitech C920 webcam, which is the most popular webcam that there is. It's not very expensive. If you look at Unit 1, if you're in our Facebook group, guys, there's information about it there. There's another webcam which is even better, but it's much more complicated to set up, called Logitech, same company, Brio. It's quite a lot more expensive, but you can have a lot of options with color and things like that. Anyway, I could go on about this for ages, but just make sure at least you check what is behind you on your videos, because I've heard some very amusing things from people. And in fact, there's a great company that make an app, a website that's really good for transcribing your videos, for repurposing your videos. I won't mention the name right now, but there's a set of tutorial videos in there for how to do it. And the lovely chap, I'm sure he's really lovely. I'm not sure he realized what was behind him when he sat at his desk in his bedroom, a real bachelor pad, by the way. I don't think he prepped his surroundings, because, well, you know what bachelor pads look like. And this really looked like that. And these are the professional tutorial videos on this really great website. So just be careful that you help people to focus on you and your content, rather than, oh, what's that dirty underwear in the background or whatever. So just check your background. And it can be so simple to set up your background if you've just got it all ready. You know about green screens, by the way. You know that if you put a sheet, it's got to be fairly taut and not all with loads of creases and folds in it. If you put a green screen or sheet that's bright green color behind you, you know that you can get different backdrops, and that's really good, but you have to get the lighting right, and it has to be fairly a fair distance behind you. You have to have a light shining on it, because otherwise you've seen people with green screens and it just looks really unnatural. But anyway, if you're stuck and you have a bit of space behind you, get a green screen. You can get a pop-up one for quite cheaply, and then you can change it each time to change your look, and you can have like videos make you look like you're in outer space or whatever. So that can be an easy way, but to make it professional, you need to set it up quite well. So what was I going on about? Background, lighting. Sorry, carrying on with background, I've just remembered. If you, like me, this took me 10 seconds to set up my background for today. All I did was I turned that little light on, that little tree. Everything else was fine. So if you do live videos frequently, just find a corner of your house and you can just, you know, do one little touch to make it just look pop a little bit exciting. And you just need to spend a few seconds. So that spent me, I hardly had to do anything there. So that is really, really quick sorting that out. Lighting. Now I'm all set up with my lighting as well. I use these great big Fovitec, don't know what, yeah, you can see that. These are big soft lights. I've got one here, one there. I've also got a ring light. I don't always put this on. I've just put that on there, which is just to one side because I've got glasses on. I have to have my ring light just above and slightly to one side. If you've got glasses, if you want to look like you've got weird rings around your eyes, put it right in front of you. But you obviously don't want to look like you've got rings around your eyes. I've also got another light, which is just like a daylight desktop lamp, so I can put that on there. So I'm all ready. All I have to do is click the switches. It's fine. If you've got a smaller space like the daylight lamp, and I'd recommend a bigger ring light than this. This is 10 inches. I'd recommend that you got one. This is on a stand. Can you see that? It looks like a massive stand, but it's really not. It's a tabletop stand, but it's better to get like a tabletop tripod that you can make a little bit higher and lower. And I would recommend you get one that's bigger than 10 inches. So again, look in the tech information on Unit 1 of our live video hub for ladypreneurs. Okay, so that is lighting. So that literally took me like 2 seconds to turn it on. Another thing to check is your internet speed. Now, it's such a pain, isn't it? If you're all prepared for your live and then you're going, can you hear me? Can anyone see me? Oh no, it's frozen, blah, 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 blah. That is so annoying. Do you know what we've done is we've actually plugged our Mac, because I'm streaming to you from a Mac. We plugged it straight into the internet. So it's much better connection. The least amount of connection you want is 10 Mbps, megabytes per second upload speed. On the checklist, it says 4 to 6 minimum, but 10 is recommended. We've actually got a lot more than that. So just check your internet speed. Another thing is check your volume, okay? Because a lot of people start a video by going, can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's not a great beginning of an a video, is it? It's not very professional. So just check that people can hear you by doing a sort of fake live to yourself beforehand, or if you're using, like I'm using, Restream or Ecamm, a third-party tool, you can see your microphone volume, etc. I can see it on the screen that I'm actually quite loud. It's showing me as it goes up and down. Right, so check your volume, because it's so annoying. I know from personal experience if people can't hear you. Have another device with you. Sometimes Facebook, you can't see the comments for some reason. Have something else with you where you can see the comments. So another phone, you can just check. It really helps in case you're a bit stuck over something. You can check as well if you're live, because a lot of people spend the beginning of their video checking that. What else? Now, do you ever, if you're going live on a laptop or a computer, do you ever restart your computer? It's a good idea to close down all tabs that were along in the background and take up energy from your computer in the background. So it's a good idea if you're going live on a computer to restart it so that you don't have this whirring along, which will slow up your video. If you've got a live guest on, which, by the way, is a really lovely thing to do, especially if you're just starting, you can have a friend on and it's much easier, two of you going live together. Doesn't sound it, but it is. You've got company then. If you are going live with a friend, oops, this isn't a very good sign. I have normally in the little drawer that I've got below, I've got my earphones, wired ones. Make sure they wire and plug into your audio socket. Don't use AirPods. Actually, some people do get away with AirPods, but I wouldn't recommend it because you need the Bluetooth connection to be really good as well. So if you are going live with somebody, to stop the reverb happening, you know, the feedback, I would definitely have some earphones with you. And make sure that you are sitting comfortably, that you're nice and settled, and that you're nicely in frame. So I've got some information about this as well. I talked about this on another live video. So it's good to be, I think it was last week's, it's good to be right in the center of frame. You can have yourself as bigger in the frame if you want. That's absolutely fine. You can be slightly to one side as long as you've got something interesting going on there. That's good. And if the eye level, your eyes are slightly above the middle, yeah, that just sort of cuts it out a bit. So if you're slightly above the middle, that's good. So if you're going live on your phone or doing a reel or something on your phone, you can get the grid option to work on your phone, and then you will see if you're in frame or not. Little tip there. So that is prepping your tech. Now, prepping our mind, getting ready for it. So many of us feel nerves when we're going live. Write in the comments, guys, do you feel nerves when you're going live? Let me know. It's actually good to feel nervous before you're going live. It's a good thing. I actually get a bit concerned if I'm not nervous. Does that surprise you? I want to be a bit nervous for my lives because it makes my energy go up. It makes me try a little bit more, be more energized, be more exciting to watch. If I'm really, really, really relaxed in my live video, my voice goes down and I start speaking in a monotone and slowly, and my face just drops a bit because it completely relaxes. And that is not great for live video. You need to be about 125% of your normal you. So be authentically you, but be an excited version of you, one that's really excited about getting your content out to your audience. So you don't want to be overtaken by your nerves though. So it's a great idea, if you do get rather overly nervous, to relax your nerves. So in the checklist, I show you some tips about how to relax your nerves, about breathing exercises, and about also this to get your voice ready and you relax. This is a weird one. It's called a lip trill. I give you a bit of information in the checklist with that. So humming can also be great for a warm up for your voice, because you want your voice to rise and fall naturally. And there's a way to hum properly and a way to hum badly. So humming in the right way is great for relaxing. It slows up your breathing and it also gets your voice really prepared for your lives. So I think we're done, and it's just after half an hour. So thanks for staying with me, guys. Has this been helpful? So let me know with the word checklist if you would like that freebie. It isn't just a tick box checklist. It also goes through all these things and gives you more pointers than I have today. So all the things that I've talked about today, you can do easily within half an hour, and you can just get going on your video, whether that's a live video or not. You can just, stop the blocks, the mental blocks. You can stop the tension and the overwhelm if you just go live. So guys, if you'd like that checklist, just write the word checklist in the comments and I will get that to you. It focuses on prepping your content, prepping your look, your surroundings, your tech, and your mental state, your nerves, and your energy as well. So it talks about dogs and doorbells and gardeners. It talks about loads and loads of things, how you can check your internet speed, where to look to do that. All sorts of things that I can't go into in detail now. So if you'd like that, just write the word checklist in the bottom in the comments and I will get that to you. So thank you so much for staying with me today. It's been great being with you. I really enjoy being with you on these trainings, and so many of you have said to me recently, which really thrills my heart, that things have been helpful for you. So I am here for you, and in the live video hub for Ladypreneurs Facebook group, we help each other. So if you're not in that group, just put a comment in there as well. Group if you'd like to be in that Facebook group. We support each other. You can put your live videos in there if you're brave enough to do that, and we are all supportive people in the same boat, going for it with our visibility and really going for it with our business, because we know that live video is really what gets you massive engagement and very fast, and it makes your dream clients and your best friends very quickly. So it's such, if you can get to enjoy doing live video, it is such a wonderful tool and a wonderful way to communicate and be authentically you. Another thing that it does is that it instantly repels people that wouldn't be a good fit for you without you even having to talk to them. How brilliant is that? It repels them. They just don't get on with you, and that's perfect, because we wouldn't get on with them either. So there's so many things. Another thing that's great about it is it's free. It's a brilliant marketing strategy that's completely free. So I'd really recommend that you get into that group. So write group in the comments if you want to get in that group and you haven't yet. If you are in there, go for it. Show us your wins, show us your struggles, communicate with each other, encourage each other. And if you want that checklist, just write checklist in the comments. Okay, so hopefully I'll see you in a few days. If not, I will see you next week for our next live training. Okay, everyone.